This is a chocolate smoothie, which includes like cacao powder. What I love about being raw vegan is that you can have all of your favorite foods and with the natural ingredients, and it's still super healthy. Supposedly junk food, but there's no junk going in my body. A couple of weeks ago, I completed my 31-day juice cleanse. And if you haven't watched that, I've made a whole playlist for you to check that out. So I'll link that in the description box below and somewhere on the screen. Some of the changes that occurred during the last month. I still have them, the mental changes, but not necessarily in terms of like the lifestyle and the physical. I haven't been juicing, like I've rarely been juicing these last 2 weeks just because I like eating food. Coming back to the idea of eating food, I love eating my food and I don't want to waste anything. Even the pulp, like the pulp, I see it as gold dust or gold, whatever, ground gold. But so I've been eating my fruits and vegetables and not juicing, and I've been having smoothies as well. So it allows me to have the whole thing as opposed to like parts of it. And also at the beginning of the year, I had so much energy to kind of try out new dishes and make different raw things. And then I realized that no, that's not my calling. That's still going back to who I am. That's not my calling. I am not really interested in standing up in the kitchen for too long. I really love the eating part, but the preparation part is not really my thing. So I really do like simple dishes that I can make. And I've been going back to my salads, I've been going back to my fruit bowls, which are easy to make and also really delicious and nutritious and filling. So that serves me way more, and that's something that I'd like to maintain. So coming back to what I know really. And in terms of my workouts, I've been back to the gym working out as hard as I was about 2 months ago, just prior to starting the cleanse. I've been able to push the weights, so my leg press, my hip thrust, my shoulder press, everything has been moving upwards, which is great, which is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to gain strength in this season over the next 6 months. Also, increase my mobility. So that involves doing more yoga and more weighted yoga or weighted stretching, let's say, especially things like the butterfly, weighted butterfly, and weighted pancake. Oh, is it called pancake? Yeah, weighted pancake pose. And so I'll find new ways of incorporating weights into my stretching routine to increase my mobility, my flexibility, and such. In terms of discipline, I'm looking at like really pouring as much energy and love into the area of modeling and acting and content creation. I had this month, I had two wonderful, I had two wonderful photo shoots with, uh, I can't describe how perfect they were. Like perfection is not enough. Perfection, I was in awe of everybody, and it was such a fun. There were very different styles of shooting, but I enjoyed it so much, and I'm really grateful for the last the last modeling photo shoot that I had was for a magazine that's being published in the States and in Canada. So that's a really like wonderful, let's say, taken, well done. It's my first magazine shoot since I started with my new agency, since I started modeling with them last year, I think in about May or June or whatever. So it's a really beautiful big win, and I love the look, and I can't wait to see what the photos look like. It will be published in April, so hold tight for that. But if you want to see some of the behind the scenes of my photo shoots, be sure to follow me on Instagram, because I always post daily on my story and I always create reels afterwards. To bounce on that, it's really about pouring as much enthusiasm into my goals as possible and making sure that I'm consistent with those daily tasks that I spoke about. And I think in the last video, yes, I spoke about it in the last video. Every day I'm doing language vocabulary because I'm learning and mastering different languages. I am also doing daily singing practice, which is going really, really well. And I can see the progress that I'm making from week to week, from day to day. And the last thing was writing in my book. So again, I've been doing that every single day, and I'm seeing like the person that I'm becoming. There's new identities that I get to step into. So a couple of you said you were singing as well, taking up music. How's that going? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Actually, I'm excited to learn about you guys. And to bounce off of that, it's about staying hungry, remembering the goals, remembering who you are. Remember who you are. Staying hungry with it and enjoying the journey. And lastly, self-belief is another important aspect. And how is that going to be touched? It's about focusing on the things that you actually want, right? And letting go of the things that you don't want, because you don't want to go in that direction, you want to go in that direction, right? And it's also about doing the inner work that comes with leveling up, that comes with improving your self-belief. So for me, I've got lots of different books that I'm reading at the moment that reinforce really the self-belief that I desire to have, and the self-belief that I desire to maintain. So I'm still reading this Bible, Eastern Body, Western Mind. Is about the chakra system. It's quite big, and there's a lot of information in there, and a lot of healing work that kind of comes with it. So that's why I'm taking my time. And more of a quicker read is The Power of Letting Go. And again, I got this from the library, but it's about presence, mindfulness, meditation, a lot of concepts that a lot of you already, like, we're all familiar with, but it's always good to just remind yourself of that, of the truth, the power that resides within, and dropping the things that no longer serve us. And lastly, the thing that I'm really conscious about, and I mentioned this in previous videos, is being so green and being considerate of my impact on the earth in different ways. So like I've continued, I come back to recycling. I'm trying to use less. And I've started my sewing course. I've just finished my second class yesterday, and it's going really, really well. So the long-term goal, of course, is to make my own clothes and to be able to crochet and knit and stuff like that. And as you partner with brands who are green, protecting the planet and doing better for the planet, and therefore doing better for each other. I watched another documentary on Netflix about I can't remember what the name was. Maybe one of you guys have watched it, but it's about like how much consumption's going on, how much we're buying, and the speed at which we're buying stuff. And I was like, oh, I'm not materialistic. I'm not a materialistic person, but there's still ways in my own life that I can buy less, that I can consume less. And so it was really shocking how big brands, multinationals, really push. Well, I mean, we know this, but they really push a certain version of capitalism on us. And I'm not anti-capitalism. I think capitalism is probably the best system we've ever had, but it's just the greed behind it that is devouring through the environment and through our souls. Yes, but not to end on a low. Let me not forget, by the summer, I want to start a reading group, a book club, really, a personal development book club. So the premise would be that once a month we meet online, like Zoom or whatever, and we discuss a book that we read collectively in the month. And the purpose of this like personal development book club is to like bring lots of accountability and hold each other accountable, but also actively work on our goals and challenge ourselves to kind of really step out and learn from the wisdom of others. So if you guys are interested in joining that, let me know in the comment section below. I would love to connect with you personally and have you in this high vibe tribe. Yes, amen. That is it from me. I'm going to be back posting every single week, as well as acting content. So be sure to subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Ciao.